Hello, how goes it, guys? Hello, hello. I promised Nui Moki that I would watch the Curious Case of Dalia Dipolito. I think her second name is. I mean, I'll find out when I watch it, but yeah, there's that. Florida. So this one was requested by Nui Moki.
It was around that time when 38-year-old entrepreneur Michael DiPolito, whose wife was out of town, decided it would be a good idea to hire an escort for the night. Just 35 minutes after calling the service, 26-year-old Dalia Mohammed showed up at his front door. Just 2 weeks after their first acquaintance, Michael filed for divorce from his wife of 7 years and proposed to Dalia with a $20,000 engagement ring.
Jesus, has she got a magic vagina or something? One night and then he ditches his wife instantly. What the hell? Hidden cameras?
On February 2nd, 2009,
this is wild,
Mike and
Ashley.
Dalia
Like,
made
what?
it official and got married. According to reports, Dalia appeared to be a very loving wife, always embracing her husband with public displays of affection and telling him how much she adored him. Michael had been convicted in 2001 for a fraud operation. He served 7 months in prison and was rendered 28 years of probation. This was the first time his PO had showed up unannounced, and Michael was informed that multiple calls had come in from an anonymous source, stating that he was selling steroids and ecstasy from the house. 2 weeks later, they went out to dinner, and on their way back to the car, police were waiting for them once more in the parking lot. Only this time they found a small bag of cocaine stashed inside a cigarette pack. Michael immediately broke down in tears, claiming that he had been set up and knew nothing about the drugs. On the ride home, as Dalia was driving, Michael realized that she was the only one who knew where they were going for dinner, and was the only person who had access to the car.
So she's trying to frame him and destroy his life instead of just leaving him, by the sounds of it.
She put the pedal to the floor and got up to 190 on the freeway, all the while screaming at the top of her lungs, claiming to be astonished that he could even accuse her of such a thing. That very same day, Dalia contacted her ex-lover, Mike Stanley, a guy she had already used for money and dumped on 3 separate occasions beforehand, yet managed to reel him back in.
She sounds like a peach, this girl.
After reuniting,
Straight to the point,
hatched an extravagant plan. Mike would pose as a lawyer, contact Michael over the phone, and give him the misleading legal advice that in order for him to get off probation, he would need to move his house solely into his wife's name. Astonishingly enough, without doing his own research, Michael decided to take the advice from the mysterious caller at face value, and he and his supposedly pregnant wife then drove to the title company to transfer ownership. Mike
supposedly pregnant
without any explanation or even a farewell, and Dalia then turned to another ex-lover, Mohammed Shihadeh, who she must have thought was a more appropriate option for her next scheme. To cut a long story short, she asked Mohammed to hire a hitman to kill her husband. He neither accepted nor rejected the proposal, but instead of driving to work after their meeting, he drove to the Boynton Police Department to inform them of Dalia's intentions. The police then inserted a hidden camera into the backseat of Mohammed's vehicle, and had him arrange a second rendezvous with Dalia to get definitive proof of her intentions. They got it. She was recorded on film handing over a photo of Michael, a photo of the house, and a $3,000 down payment for the assassination.
If you'd like to.
The authorities
I hope
had
everything's
more than
okay.
enough evidence to arrest Dalia immediately, but to further capture her intent and to really
Is
make
she
the
single?
charges
She
stick,
sounds
they set
lovely.
up a second meeting with the supposed hitman, who is actually an undercover narcotics officer.
Wednesday morning, it's going to be like I break into the house, and then girl's going to be home because everybody works for daytime. Okay. I'm going to think he's at work when he's not at
How
work.
can she feel like this isn't okay?
Take a couple things with me, break a couple windows, make it look like a robbery that went bad, all over him, gone out of there. He's going to be asking you questions, although they know it's going to be obvious what it is, and they already know, but you know, they're going to ask questions. They know that's how they
She does not look bothered at all.
I don't know, you know, because I don't want...
No, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm a lot tougher than what I look. I know you're like, oh, what a cute little girl.
Remind me, John, and I'll definitely do that.
That you are. You're beautiful.
Thank you, but you know,
Thank you, but, you know, let's go back to killing my husband. So weird.
I'm positive, like 5,000% sure, like.
Okay.
5,000% sure she is.
Always walk the dog in the morning.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for killing my husband. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Bye.
Dahlia got out of the car and drove away, believing her husband would be
Yeah,
murdered
definitely a
just 2 days
few
later. She followed
loose.
orders and
What
went
a
to the gym
treat.
at 5:43 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Police then knocked on the door and gave Michael the unfortunate news of his wife's intentions before driving him to the police station. Crime
Imagine
scene
that
was fake,
conversation.
except for the
Is your husband Michael? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, ma'am. He's been killed. He's been killed, ma'am. I'm sorry. Listen. No. Try to calm down. Listen. Right now, what we need to get you to the station.
She's shaking and everything. Give this chick an Emmy. This chick has hired someone basically to kill her husband. But the person that she was hiring was a police officer, and then they've trapped her. Imagine knowing she's fake. I know, that's what I mean. The police officer's just like, you need to calm down. I ain't got time for these crocodile tears.
Well, you're being videotaped. That's all part of it.
She's like, oh, make sure you get my best side. Oh, my makeup's a mess right now.
Listen, is there anybody that you know that you think would want to kill your husband?
My husband's on probation.
That's all she said last time.
Dahlia recounts Michael's entire criminal history in vivid detail, gives multiple reasons as to why someone would want him dead, and even names a potential suspect.
I'd have the husband walk in, oh my god.
Evidently, your husband answered the door.
They're hard cases. They're keeping a straight face here now, knowing full well that she's BSing. Oh, yes, Fuzzy. Have the cop she hired to walk in. And now there's the plot twist right there. Watch her face drop.
The lead investigator returns 16 minutes later.
The game's over with. Okay? There's no more games with you and I. Now we're going to get down to serious business. I want to know if you know this guy. Come here.
They are, Fuzzy. They're gonna bring him in.
Get over here. Get over here.
They bring in the undercover cop who remains in character, acting like he's
So he's still in character?
refuses to allege Dahlia's involvement. She happily plays along.
You've never seen him before?
I've never seen him before.
Do you know her?
Her heart must be pounding so hard right now. So hard. Like seeing him walk
Dahlia
in
was
there
able to
thinking,
use
oh
her
no,
looks to
she's
get
been
what she
caught.
wanted out of
You're going to jail today for solicitation of murder. You're under arrest. That's an undercover police officer. We filmed everything that you did, recorded everything that you did.
Let's see her change
You're going
now.
to jail. What do you want to do? What do you want to do here?
I didn't do
Dahlia?
anything.
Listen
She's still
to me.
saying she's not done anything.
You're going to
I didn't
jail.
do anything, please. I didn't do anything.
Tell me you didn't do anything?
I didn't do anything.
You're going to jail today. As soon as I'm done, they're going to come in here and handcuff you and take you to the Palm Beach County Jail, book you for solicitation of first-degree murder on your husband. Your husband is well and alive.
Thank God.
Oh, yeah, thank
Please,
God.
please.
Before I leave here.
I've got anxiety for her.
Going to handcuff you and take you to
Here
the
comes
jail.
the real tears. Cuff this.
I don't know what's going
person.
on, please.
We go ahead and arrest her for solicitation of first-degree murder.
She's still trying to say she's...
Stand up.
Stand up, please.
Dahlia is then granted her fraudulent wish and comes face to face with her husband.
Oh my God.
What?
Come here, please. Come here. Mike, come here. Come here, please. Come here.
Can't fix it.
Why not? I didn't do anything
I
to
heard
you.
you.
Mike, come here, please. Come here.
Okay. We'll take her back to book.
Can you believe this?
Dahlia was given roughly 15 minutes in her cell to calm down
People are
and have
mad.
reality sink in.
You wouldn't stutter that much.
You're being arrested for
She's gonna claim ignorance, yeah, probably.
The evidence against her was
Same,
overwhelming,
Bian.
hence the lack of interrogation techniques being initiated. The detectives feel that this is an open and shut case, and whether the suspect chooses to confess at this moment or not, they believe the eventual outcome will be the same.
She still definitely seems in denial, doesn't she? She wants to talk to her husband. Sorry, but I would throw hands. Is that what I mean? It's because she can manipulate her husband. She can't manipulate these officers.
What do I have to do to go home? To go home.
I know, but you can't. It's impossible. You're going to the Palm Beach County Jail after
Is
this.
she...
You can't go home.
Is this real
You're
life?
being
Like,
arrested. This
what?
is a game. In your mind, it might be a little game, but this is very, very serious. Murder? Are you kidding me?
Dahlia refuses to give any sort of acknowledgement whatsoever, even after being confronted with the hidden camera footage. She was then taken to the Palm Beach Detention Center, professing her innocence the entire way. When she finally got to jail, she accepted the offer to make a phone call. Now, try and imagine yourself in her position. Now think of the absolute last person on planet Earth that you would call at that moment.
She's thinking innocent until proven guilty in court, babe. Tonight, yeah. Too soon, definitely too soon, Aaron.
Listen, I don't want to fight with you. Honestly, I can't help you. Don't you understand what just happened?
What they're saying is not true.
How is that possible?
Like, I'm sitting here. It's not true. It's not possible. You wouldn't even give me 2 minutes to talk to you, but it's not possible. What they're saying is not true.
How in the hell did I hear it and see it?
Like, I heard what you heard. It's not true. I heard what you heard and I saw what you saw. Everything they showed you, they showed me.
And how is it
Well, why didn't we get to see that
I
bit?
am giving you my word that it's not true.
Why didn't we
Dahlia
see
is
that
doing
reaction?
Here is known as gaslighting, a textbook form of manipulation used by psychopaths, sociopaths, and all those with narcissistic personality disorder. She is trying to cultivate doubt into Michael's mind by making him question his own perceptions. She does this by using persistent denial and misdirection to try and destabilize his thought process.
What do you... Dad, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
Like, if I need an attorney, please help.
Can you please help me? I'm sorry I tried to murder you. Please help me, though. Trust me, it's not true.
And I spoke to him, and he's going to go talk to your mom. I called them for you already. Right?
Her husband has even done all of that, even though she tried to murder him. This is mad.
Like, I am limited on my phone call. You know more than anybody. It's not true. Just give time so I can talk to you.
Well, talk now. Just talk now.
What did it say? I saw it. I heard it.
I saw what you saw and I heard what you heard.
Okay, what the f***? You said you wanted to have me killed. I heard that.
Is she for real? She isn't for real. Oh, this chick. I'd have no time for her.
Can you meet me in person so I can talk to you?
No.
Can you meet me in person so that you can see my face and my boobs and I can distract you from the fact that I tried to kill you? Just manipulating in the comments that she really is. Like, it's uncomfortable to watch and listen to. You know me? Then what were you apparently saying in this car then? If she would simply just answer that question, this would be different. But instead she's just going all the way around the houses. So like, if it wasn't that he was going to be killed, then what?
Dahlia called her mother soon after, who was
Oh,
already
she looks like her
informed
mom,
of the
doesn't she?
situation by Michael and appeared to be a little bit more understanding over the whole situation.
Everybody's coming, darling. We're going to go ahead and get your lawyer, okay? Don't worry. Where are you? Are you in Ganquap?
Yes, I'm here, Mom. Mike did this to me.
Mike did this to me?
I didn't do anything.
Dahlia spent 20 months in
What
jail
sort of
before standing
shit
trial
is
in
this?
April 2011. Her defense was bizarre. They claimed Michael DiPolito was a fan of reality TV, and the murder-for-hire plot was a hoax, just so he could get on television.
Wait, what is this now? Wait, what am I watching here?
The verdict came a month later on May 13th. The jury needed just 3 hours of deliberation.
That was actually cool, where everyone was laughing. Huh? Is it just different in America? Like, what was that? So is all of this on TV? And turn it into a reality show? My mind is blown right now.
Dahlia's not dangerous.
She's not dangerous.
Your Honor,
She tried to kill a man.
I'm begging you, please, to have some mercy.
Mum was part of the problem. It's looking that way. She got her acting skills from her mum, clearly. You never watched Judge Lynn? I have not.
Believe me, I don't want to get up here and be nasty, but the reality is I sit and listen to this. Even today, we're talking about a retrial? Retrial for what?
The jury's found you guilty, Ms. DiPolito, of solicitation to commit first-degree murder. Collusion,
what makes her good, Alan, is her mother and the people around her that make her good. Like he just said, everyone that knows her has said she would never do this. Look, there's just nothing there. She's just listening to this. She's checked out. She looks
testimony
bored.
as to
She looks
who you
genuinely
are
bored. This is her life
when
now.
you were in the police station.
There's no fight left there.
and
She's just like,
Your husband walked by and looked in.
they're
and
talking
maybe
about
looked
sending you
over and
down
said, "This is all wrong,
forever.
Tom, this is all wrong."
Hello?
And later on, it's different.
Oh yeah,
And I think
Florida is
that appears
definitely
deeply
as well.
so and speaks volumes of the way
Mad.
you're presenting this. Based upon those factors, then, Ms. DiPolito, I'll accept the verdict of the jury. I'll find you guilty. I'll adjudicate you guilty. And I'm sentencing you to 20 years in the Department of Corrections.
20 years.
Dahlia's first encounter with retribution was a big one, yet it didn't last long. The sentence was thrown out on a technicality 1 month later, and she was able to remain under house arrest for 6 years awaiting her next trial.
I'm sorry. She was told 20 years in prison, and then very quickly after that, oh no, actually, something's happened. Just give you 6.
In an exclusive pretrial interview with 2020 this past December, DiPolito said she's just misunderstood.
Who is Dahlia DiPolito?
Understanding, sweet, and compassionate.
Can you believe this?
Conniving. I got more than 3.
On a technicality, she got let off.
And entrapped.
Her attorney, Brian Claypool, says
Oh, I've
Dahlia
seen him
is the
before. I've
innocent
definitely seen him
victim of
before.
the fame-hungry police department.
What the police department did is they found out she's an attractive woman. In their minds, they're like ching, ching, ching. This is a perfect skit. There's no question about it.
What has it got to do with her looks? I don't understand that.
On manufacturing.
How has appearance got anything to do with
damaging?
She tried to kill a man.
They are damaging because people have formed opinions.
Our job in the second trial is to provide.
Is that Dale Winton's brother?
For the jury to see.
Supermarket sweep, anyone?
What it looks like.
No.
Claypool claims she only kept up the act because Mohammed threatened her with a gun.
I look at that video and I see somebody who's struggling.
I love the little dots added then.
She's really sure.
Why didn't she just tell police her version of what happened?
I've asked her that question too.
She's had time. She's had so much time.
This was just a YouTube thing we were putting together. He was in a state of shock.
State of Florida versus Dahlia A. DiPolito, defendant. Verdict.
This is mad. This I have never seen out like this before.
Guilty of solicitation to commit first-degree murder as charged in the information.
This does not feel like real life to me.
Dahlia DiPolito was sentenced to 16 years in prison on July 21st, 2017.
Wait, so she did get sent down?
And her sentence is now definitive.
She was... Oh, she was under house arrest. Right. So she wasn't set free. It was, you're under house arrest now until the second trial. Release. I literally thought she was like, right, you're released. Oh, no, wait, no, you're not. Get back in. That was a wild ride.
Crazy prostitute wife that you gave your house to tries to get you thrown in jail on drug charges and then tries to pay someone to murder you. It's got to be somewhat satisfying to have that person call and
ask for help.
Ask you for help.
Yeah, I knew he was
like,
gonna say
really
it.
Need your help, and you're like, yeah, I bet you do. But he tried to kill me.
Merry Christmas. Oh, I love that, you know, lads and lasses. Loved a bit of that. Thank you, Nui Moki, for that recommendation. I haven't seen Nui Moki here, though, so hopefully you can watch the VOD if you're not here right now. Thank you, guys. Thank you all. Have fun, and God bless. Mwah. Love you all. Bye.